Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jaylee. Y'all know this is Jaylee's Corner, and this is my review for Growing Up Hip Hop. I was going to do a premiere, but I was like, let me just go live all day Saturday and get them out of the way. So I know it's early, okay? It's only 12 o'clock. Usually I'm not even woke this early, okay? Usually I am napping, but I'm like, girl, get some work done. You got to get back on your grind to getting videos pushed out. So that is why I am here, okay? I'm going to be live throughout the day. I'm next after this live, I'm going to do Married at First Sight. So right after this live, I'm going to have that one scheduled because I do have my notes and all that stuff. Okay, but I also have to do Ladies Who List, Ready to Love, Love During Lockup. So all throughout the day, I'm gonna be popping up live here and there and everywhere. So thanks for the live watchers and also thanks for the replay watchers who don't know yet that I'm gonna be live all day, okay? But y'all know to do a couple things. First, to one, subscribe to my channel to become a whole JayBird, and okay? And also, do these things here, okay? Liking and commenting and sharing and relaxing and relating and releasing, centering yourself and everyone around you, okay? And always inhale and exhale because that helps everyone stay alive, okay, and stay calm, cool, and collecting and whatnot, okay. But yes, follow me on social media at JayLeesCorner on IG and Twitter and wherever else. It's a bit dark, I don't know why, but again, because it's sunny and it's real bright in my place. I don't know why this is dark right now, but we're gonna leave that be as well, okay. But again, thank y'all for being here, okay. Hey, ma. I just talked to you, but hey. But yeah, hello. Good afternoon to everyone. Okay. Hey, Jaylee, Creed tickled us. Trick. Why I say tickle? Tickled. That's what you say, tickled. Creed tricked us to thinking she would apologize to TT and showed her ass all over again. Yes, she did. So we're gonna get into that, okay, because it happens. Okay. So the episode, Growing Up Hip Hop, I like the show. Okay, it's always things going on even if it's foolish in the nest, okay? But we see TT and Sean, okay, sitting around talking about their wedding. Okay, this wedding. I'm almost over all the wedding talk because it's like I know weddings are stressful. I know weddings take forever to plan, take forever to get, situated. But I'm like, y'all have been talking about this wedding for like 2 seasons. Get your wedding planner or go down to Justice of the Peace or whatever. But it should not be this difficult. And y'all should not still be having these same conversations right now if the wedding is a few weeks away. If you don't have a wedding planner to plan what's going on, girl, then you just don't have one. Okay, leave it be. But TT bringing up how the wedding planner she met with was like $150,000. I was like, what is that? Who would why? Why would that even happen? I was like, that is a lot of money. And it's weird because I think Sean is the one paying for the wedding. Right. He was like, we can't afford that. And I was like, well, probably because, what I'm saying, ain't all that money around here. But I think Sean thing is, let's just have the wedding. Let's stop trying to get all this. When Sean said, "Who care about flowers?" I said, well, first of all, Sean, you do have to do flowers. Okay, you have to give flowers. Flowers are necessary, but I guess he just is tired of paying for stuff. But I am like, well, what is TT paying for? Was TT paying for anything? Because sometimes it's supposed to be, what I'm saying, the bride's family, because sometimes it's supposed to pay for stuff too. But it seemed like, nope, it's just Sean. And he's just kind of over it, okay? And I was like, well, we'll talk about that later, okay? Because right now we're talking about the episode of Growing Up Hip Hop, okay? We can talk about things that happen outside of the episode later, okay? You gotta follow me now. But trying to outdo Egypt. See, I don't even think she's trying to outdo Egypt. I feel like she's just trying to be like, I want a wedding, but I feel like she just don't know what she really wants. Because why do you not know how much you have to spend on a wedding planner? Like, why are you still even having these kind of conversations or whatnot? But I was like, I guess so. He also was bringing up how he does not even have a lot of people that is coming to the wedding for him. Okay, out of all the guests, he has maybe like 2 tables of people. Okay, and everybody else is for TT. And I was like, if y'all are paying like, it's first of all to have a wedding where y'all are paying $5,000 per table, the table must be lined in gold, sitting next to Jesus, and he gonna help you win a lottery because $5,000 per table for a wedding, to me, to people who seem to be on a budget, is a bit excessive. Okay. And I'm like, it's a little bit too excessive. I was like, I don't want to have to deal with that because that's just seeing too much. But if TT want to go broke before she get married, to have a wedding for folks who ain't gonna be there when she's married anyway, ain't gonna be her household. I say all the time, a wedding. Some people don't get a wedding. Is not supposed to be about, showing off for whoever else. It's really supposed to be about y'all too. And Sean was saying that, like, let's just make it about us, and not all these other things. But Sean may also just being cheap. Or not even cheap. He may just saying, I don't want to spend $100,000 on this wedding. Because we may get divorced. I'm not gonna say that. But anyway, we're not talking about the right. Slip and slide down the table $5,000. I was like, that is excessive. Okay, what did y'all have to eat for $5,000? It better be a whole full buffet that I don't ever get full. It better be a whole open bar that I can get really, 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 really drunk. Okay, for $5,000 per table. And it's not even like each table gonna hold 15 people. Usually at a wedding, table has like 5 to 7 people at a table. Okay, so even if the table has, let's say the table has 5 people, which is $1,000 per person, I still feel like, what am I getting for that 1,000? It better be an open bar. Okay, I should not have to pay for any liquor, and it better be really good food. And I don't mean like a little itty bitty baked potato, a string bean, and then a chicken breast, or a slice of salmon. Okay, no ma'am. It better be a whole bunch of stuff. I don't know. Okay. Let's see. My friend had surf and turf at her wedding, and her table was worth $3,000. $3,000. They planned for 10 people. 10 people we over the table. My mama's wedding planning. $3,000 table for surf and turf for 10 people. That's not bad. That's not bad. Okay. Because $3,000. See, that's not that bad to me. Okay. Because 10 people per table, that's a lot right there. Okay. So $3,000, I can get that. But $5,000 per table, and y'all complaining, get out my face. Okay. Probably 8 to 10 people. We're gonna see. I want to see the wedding. Okay, because all this fuss and muss about nothing is kind of crazy. But when Sean brings up, okay, like, so, bottom line is you're gonna invite your aunt and your cousin, TT and Egypt and Pepper. And TT said, I am not inviting them to, saying at the wedding at all. I don't care about that or whatever. I have moved on from that. I'm going to leave it be. This is my thing with that. I don't mind TT saying, I'm not inviting them. They're not coming. Get them out my face. Leave me be. I'm done. I think that's fine. And I just want people to stop asking her about, Egypt and Pepper. It's like they not vibing right now. So they should not be at her wedding. No one should be at your wedding if at the time of your wedding y'all are at odds. Okay, I don't care who it is. Okay, if you can't fix it before the wedding, then they should not be there, because you want people who are there who wish you well and who have your best interest at heart. And if at the point in time your auntie and your cousin isn't that, well, then they can sit down somewhere else and they can look at the wedding photos. Okay, I will have enough other people there to where I'm not gonna feel like I missed out on those 2 people being in my face. Okay, it was like, get out of my face. Okay, for $5,000, they better come with plans for our own wedding. Hey, Ash Tuck, her wedding total was $30,000. Oh, that's not that bad. That's not that bad considering she's a reality TV star. And you would assume she makes more than that. So $30,000 for the wedding is not bad at all. Because it was the wedding planner says it's going to be $150,000. Well, it looks like I'm cooking for my guests in my own wedding because I'm cheap. Look, I've always said when I get married, I do not want this whole big to do wedding. I want something very, very simple. I will probably go, why do it say no? Oh, I'm like, why is there only one person watching? Um, for me, I would, want to probably go down to the not Grand Secretary of State, Justice of the Peace. Okay, I would probably have like, my mom and my sister, my nephew, his mom, maybe, I would want something small. I would want to have a big reception party to celebrate us being married, but I'm not gonna go out here and spend, 30K on the actual wedding. I would rather spend money on the celebration of us being married. You know what I'm saying? Have the wedding be about us, our immediate family, and then that's it. Okay. And for the food now, I want like I want all the food. Okay, I want like a buffet and stuff. I want like barbecue on one side, some fried chicken on the other side. We have some seafood over there too and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Maybe some fried pork chops and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Some good little candies in it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I would want the money for me to be spent on the reception, which is the party, not the wedding. Okay, and I'm like, look, and if you want to BYOB, if you want to bring your own food if you want to, okay, but I'm not gonna be spending, thousands upon thousands upon thousands for a wedding and a reception. Because for me, I can y'all can FaceTime me and see us at the Justice of the Peace and the man saying, your husband and wife, and then that's it. Okay. And I want to be in a jumpsuit, okay? Because I want to go party after the fact. Anyway, sound like TT is doing too much. I think a little bit she could be. We shall see. We don't know. Okay. Why should anyone who doesn't support my union be at my wedding? Flat out. Okay. I don't want you here. Get out my face. Okay. Hello, Tony Robinson. Okay, hello. TT always been fake bougie. Oh, so you just don't like TT? You don't like TT? I like TT. She sometimes she bougie. You know what I'm saying? However, I feel like sometimes, she be reacting to folks and whatnot. Okay, but I like TT. Sometimes she be too much, but I like TT. Just calm down. No, I'm at my friend's wedding with my friends with your friend. Oh, okay, your friend not theirs. Okay, so their wedding could still be too expensive. Man, she had like 100 people. TT probably have 300. Honey, now I don't know why. Too many people. Cause like 300 people. This is my thing with weddings. 300 people is excessive. Unless you really have that large of a family. And my thing is, your Uncle Junebug who stay out of town, who you ain't seen since you was 5, Uncle Junebug don't care. He really don't. He gonna call you when some things going wrong. You know what I'm saying? So people be inviting this everybody. I'm inviting all my people from out of town. Everybody I know. Mama, who our family in North Carolina? Let's invite them too. Uncle Junebug, Aunt Pig, cousin Snappy, or whatever. I'm like, no, I want to invite people I talk to on a regular basis who know me and my fiance. That's who I would want at my wedding. My family would be mad. I'm like, you don't even know my husband, okay? You don't know him. Why you want to be here? What you gonna be here for? What you want to do? Okay, but so for me, 300 people is a lot of people. Okay, I don't need people. I don't want people who I went to high school with to come just because I knew them. No, ma'am. Mm-mm. No, we're not gonna do that. I would love to go to the courthouse and use the money for the honeymoon. You know what I'm saying? It's like people do different things. I'm saying I've been to look. I'm not even a wedding person like that or whatever. I've been to all different kind of weddings, and it's always I was like, oh, so this is what they wanted. Okay, that's cool. Like my brother's wedding, it was really really simple. Him and his wife, my sister, who met in high school or whatever. They got married at their high school, which was because that's where they met. But it was still, a small intimate wedding, and then their reception was at a art gallery because my brother, he's an artist. So I'm like, that made sense for what they wanted. But I've also been to weddings where it's a big to do. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, see, and that's when they be like a little stressful or whatever. But even Karla, my best friend, beautiful wedding at her home. Okay. Beautiful reception at a hall. But it was you know what I'm saying? It wasn't all this stuff or whatever. But people do what they like. But it's like, it's when you do what you can't afford. Okay. When you out here stressing about Well, dang, can I afford some flowers? Yes, you can afford some flowers, but maybe not get $10,000 worth of flowers. Okay, get the $100 flowers that's gonna be there for an hour. Okay, because you can't take them home with you, ma'am. They don't go with you, so don't do that. Don't do that. Now I'm up on the rant. I wanted to go to City Hall. My husband wasn't the wedding. He was the groomzilla. Tell him sit down somewhere. Okay. I want to come to your reception. My reception is gonna be bomb. Okay. The music and everything have fun. Right, because the weddings are so short. They walk down the aisle, okay. You get there, you say some vows, you give a kiss, exchange some rings or whatever. So it's like you paying all that for what? And then people usually be sitting there for so long waiting for the wedding to start. Okay, you're paying for the waiting time. Okay, I can be waiting at home. Simple wedding with a great trip. Because you want to enjoy your husband or your wife. You know? So the wedding is short. Have it short, sweet, and do that, and then party at the reception, and then go on a great little honeymoon where we're gonna go. Okay. We compromised and had a small wedding with 100 guests. See, 100 is not a lot when it's, that's 50-50. You know what I'm saying? 50-50. That's me what it is. I had my wedding and reception in a small place at my mom neighborhood clubhouse for cheap. But guess what? You married. That's what matters. Okay, that's what really matters. I actually do like TT. She just has been doing the most lately. I really do like her. Sometimes she be extra. We here, Bree. We here. Okay. I had 80 people at my wedding. I was real selective. That's smart. That's very, very smart. I wouldn't even let my father-in-law. I wouldn't let my father-in-law bring some random someone. And that's smart. It's like you just have to have rules and regulations of what you want and what you don't want, okay? To see what it is. Because otherwise it's like, what is y'all doing? Okay. But hello, y'all. I'm trying to get to the rest of the comments. So I can move on past TT in this conversation. They say don't invite anyone to your wedding that you wouldn't invite your house. Amen. Okay, if I can't have you in my home, you cannot be in my wedding because that means you don't wish me well, and I gotta keep your spirits from around me. Okay, I fell out with folks because they siblings didn't get invites. Your sibling don't need to come to my wedding. I don't even like your sibling. I like you, but I don't like your sibling. Get out my face, okay? Uncle John was. I don't know Uncle John was, but I'm saying, I don't even know 300 people, right? Because in my real life, I would invite. I may have 50 people. I may have 50 people, and that includes family and friends. And that 50 may be 30. Okay, but I'm gonna just say that. I'm planning a wedding and seems stressful. Honey, it is, and that's why I'm not gonna do it ever, ever, ever. I will always hire a wedding planner. Okay. Now we then see the next scene, and this is Tretch, in Egypt. Tretch in Egypt around here, okay, was in, a little meeting or whatever, okay. But let's stop. It's weird for me, with Egypt and Tretch. Okay, this is the reason. I feel like because Tretch has now been on for I think 2 seasons he's been on the show. And the first season when he was on the show, whatever, he was real like not even involved in stuff going on or whatnot. He was over here somewhere. He was over here chilling and whatnot. And I feel like this season he's been more trying to figure out what's really going on with Egypt, what's really going on with Sam. Is Sam a crazy person? Is Egypt safe? Maybe she needs some help. But he's taking her to it was to Monarch Records to speak to some like people who like manage like Juicy J, Blueface, Brandy. I'm like, Brandy's manager? That's fancy. That's Brandy. Okay, that is Brandy. So, I like that Trek is trying to take an interest, okay, and at least taking Egypt somewhere to get her some help. Okay. And her saying, okay, I'm happy for this. Okay, I'm so excited. Oh yeah, whatever. Now Tretch saying that Egypt, she's grown and mature now. You know what I'm saying? And she's learned, so much from me and me and her mom or whatever. I was like, she ain't learned much. She has not learned. I feel like Egypt still is a baby. Like, even though she may be out here doing this or that or whatever, a part of me feel like she's not an adult. She may be an adult in age, but I feel like Egypt not gonna really be an adult if she's like 40. And she gonna look back on her life and say, I was foolish for a long time. And I wasn't, because she's still dependent upon other people for approval. And when in life, when you still depend on other people for approval, when you still feel like you want to please whoever else, and I'm not saying that you should not want to make your parents happy in what you do in life, but there's a part that has to be like, well, you know what? It's not even about the parent right now. Why do it keep? Can y'all see me? Because it's weird, like it's saying that ain't nobody watching right now, and I'm like, I don't think that's true. So I don't know. It's weird. It'd be going off like it'll be no watchers. I'm like, I know y'all see me, but it may just be string out just being dumb. So we're gonna hopefully, let that be. I can still see it on here. But my comment, if you can see me, because it keeps telling me, okay, y'all do. Because I'm like, it keeps going down to like no watchers. Okay, see me, hear me, thank you. Because I'm like, am I talking to myself? When it's saying the watchers. So I think string rate is being a little bit weird today. But again, I'm happy that Tretch, is taking a little interest in her or whatever. Because he also told her right by saying that she needs to separate her personal stuff and her business stuff between her and Sam, because people may not want to work with them both. They may just want to work with one of them, you know what I'm saying? And both of them have to be okay with that. And I feel like Sam has just always felt like he could, be with Egypt with whatever she got going on, and that okay, yeah. So that's mine's being weird. But it's just Egypt just still seems so immature to me, and I'd be really, really confused. I really do pray she grows up mentally and emotionally and get away from Sam. Me too, honey. But who knows that's gonna happen? But her seeing these producers or these record execs, at this Monarch Records, it was Polo, somebody, and another guy. Where they at? I'll put them up on the screen right now because they're here. Okay, so having this conversation with them at the move my leg, so I'm gonna walk around, but y'all can still hear me, okay? But she was talking to the guys or whatever. Now she did oh, because y'all know my legs are kind of crazy. So she showed them the video that her and Sam did I think it was like a couple months ago, called Fast Life. And I had seen the video, and it was cool that she was able to do her own video for, do the song or whatever, feel how she feel. But I liked how they were telling her, you put out a video, but there was no marketing plan. Y'all had a video, but again, no marketing plan on what to do, how to market yourself. There's no promotion of you. So while you may be talented, in this day and age, that's not even how things really go. Okay, it's like 10% talent and then 90% marketing. And that's really, really true, because them telling her, like, you can have all the, put out all the stuff you want. If the people who like you or who connect to you don't see you, if they don't see your content, if they can't find you, if you're not being promoted the right way to your actual audience, you won't ever pop, because nobody is seeing you for what you're doing. You don't have any kind of, there's nothing behind what you're doing. And so that's the part that I feel like she has to understand. And even though she was taking it all in, I do feel like she may have been like, well, dang, I didn't know all this. And even Tresh telling her, like, me and mom have, built our brand and we are who we are. It's now time for you to get out the nest. Okay. And, this is a learning process for you and training for you to know what you have to do next, because otherwise, what's going on. And even though she said, I'm gonna get it together and I'm gonna get it fixed, and the next time y'all see me, I'll have a better, plan of what's going on. Why is it okay? StreamYard is being very weird. Can y'all comment? Because it keeps popping off and I don't want to be on here if it's not really working. So I hope everybody is really seeing what is going on, because I don't even have any comments on here. I can't believe they married a hope for the best because they are hot mess, especially Sam. We shall see. We shall see. Because it went from like 98 watts to zero. Girl, StreamYard be tripping. And so I don't know what is going on. So y'all can see me, okay? Because on my end, sometimes it says like no watchers. So I'm like, I don't know if the video was cutting out. So okay. It's flowing on this end. Okay, good. As long as I just want to be sure, because I'm like, thank you, see you. Yeah, because I'm like everything disappears. So thank y'all, thank y'all, thank y'all. So again, Tretch helping is good, and let's hope that Egypt don't allow Sam to be around here. We see you. Is when that's first. Oh, really? Okay. Okay, because I haven't been live in I probably since Thursday. Okay, so that's good. Let's move on. Okay. We seen Vanessa, Denise, and Cree having a little conversation or whatever. For some reason, Vanessa, wants to throw TT this surprise. I'm just gonna keep running it, and some people's gonna be, TT. I can see in here. It's probably both. It's dropped on my YouTube app. Okay, it's been doing that on a lot of people. Oh, okay, because I'm like, what is going on? That is so weird. Okay, they gotta stop playing. Silly StreamYard. We pay y'all too much now to be playing now. Stop playing StreamYard. But when Vanessa, Denise, and Cree was talking, I don't know why Denise suggested that Cree would be the one to help plan a surprise bachelorette party for TT and Sean. Well, bachelorette party for TT and Sean. I'm like, Denise, is you being messy? Because they're not getting along. So why would you want Cree to help? And I'm like, why do you need a plan, like a event planner for a bachelorette party? It's like you get some drinks. Okay, you get some toys, you get some streamers. Okay, it should be really, really easy. So this whole scene to me was stupid. This whole scene to me was like the producer saying we have to get Cree and TT in the same area. Okay, so maybe we can do that by having Cree. But I'm like, this is the stupidest idea to me. Okay. Now, even though when they call Cree and ask me, well, okay, because that's y'all friend or whatever. I don't mind helping. But I was like, I just don't. It was dumb to me. It was messy to me, and I was just like, whatever. Now they plan to tell everybody, oh, it's gonna be JoJo's birthday. We getting together for JoJo's birthday, and they're gonna surprise everybody. And was I saying Vanessa? Did I say Angela? They're the same person to me sometimes. But it's gonna be really surprised. It's really for TT and Sean. But I'm like, but why involve Cree? Why involve Cree? It doesn't make any sense to me. Okay, but let's move on because that was like a little short scene. I want to touch on the Lil Easy and Lazy having a conversation. First of all, Lazy looks great. Okay. We know Lazy is older now. He's been in these streets or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But, it's great to see our older artists, our artists or whatever, who still look great. You know what I'm saying? So I want to acknowledge, that's about him. Lil Easy is at odds with his sisters. Because the sisters are doing the documentary about Easy passing away and what happened and this and that and that and this, and for me, I completely understand Lil Easy. Well, why do people call him Lil Easy? Eric. His name is Eric. I'm gonna call him Eric. I'm understanding Eric's point, and y'all trying to dredge up all these rumors and innuendos and conspiracy theories about how he died, if he was killed, all these things, and none of that is going to bring him back. None of that is going to help his legacy. I feel like with Eazy-E, the things they say that he died from AIDS, or whatever back then, and it was hard for people to it was hard for people to deal with him passing away then. But I do feel like Eric wants to just keep his father's legacy alive as, the NWA founding member. I get he wants to have that be his legacy. And the sisters kind of want, to keep bringing up all this other stuff. And I'm like, that's not, the best thing in my opinion. So I was like, I don't know. But him just not wanting to participate in it, him saying how now they're kind of, beefed out about that. Or just not talking because of what they want to do. And Lazy, like, he's always been there. And also because Eric is the oldest child. So, Eric was saying how, his whole life, he's been around Lazy and them or whatever. And Lazy brings up how, he will always be there for any of Eazy-E's kids, because Eazy saved, the Bones of the Harmony members' lives because, he entrusted them to be rappers or whatever. And they have fed their families for years and years, and they are legends too. And for him, he did participate in the documentary, but Eric don't know. And because, he don't know yet, he don't want to tell him yet because like this isn't the right time. Okay. But his thing is because I want to be there for all the kids. I can't, so I had to do this, I had to do that. I did not watch the documentary. I did hear it was good, but my thing is, I'm not a documentary watcher like that. So like, I don't really be into all that stuff sometimes. Because sometimes I am, sometimes I'm not. It just depends. If it's easily accessible and I'm bored, I'll watch something. But I'm like, I ain't got time for that. But it could be the money that they want. They could just want to keep doing products that they're gonna get paid for to look into what happened with their dad. But I do like that, Eric is saying like, none of that is going to bring him back. So it's weird for them to keep doing different shows and conversations and interviews, and that being the focus of, I think someone killed my dad. You know what I'm saying? Let's exhume his body. Like, exhume the body, girl. What you do that for? Because again, let that man rest in peace. Let that man rest in peace, and then just continue to build a positive spin on his legacy. Because we know Lil Eazy, we know that Eazy was a little bit of an asshole too. So I do wish they could come to some kind of understanding on maybe we do not need to continually drudge up, how he died and, was he killed? Did somebody kill him? Or did he have, you know what I'm saying? All that, because let's look at him for the music he did, and all that. So we shall see. Okay, we shall see. Now the conversation between Egypt and Sam. First of all, Sam, oh, wrong button. Sam out here, all sad, looking or whatever. Because so Egypt took them to the beach. The sitting talk with a little picnic on the beach and whatnot. And because Sam's saying he's gonna be facing like 10 to 15 years in jail and this and that and whatnot. And so, because I'm going to jail and I'm facing all this time and I don't know what's gonna happen. So I'm just all sad. I'm sad and I can't connect to good emotions and stuff. I can't be there. I can't. Sam wants attention. Okay. Not saying that if you're facing 10 to 15 years that it's not a stress on you. But I still feel like, is he really facing 10 to 15 years? I feel like it's not true. I feel like it's some fugaziness that they put. It's some BS that Todd set up to bring us the bullshit. Okay, is what I think it is. And I was like, it's just stupid to me, and his thing, like, if I go to prison, I just want her to live her life and leave me alone and like leave me in prison and go. I'm like, sir, I hope she do too, but leave me alone, okay? So while, now they saying they got married, okay? Do I believe they're actually married now? I don't know. I mean, did they take pictures in the wedding dress? And I'm like, what, girl? It's weird. Okay, it's just weird. I don't know. And why is Stretch always dressed in like stuff that you go fishing in? And what's some suit they wear in the water to come all the way up? Why is he just like a fisherman at the wedding? I don't know. Okay, I don't know. But they want to have us convinced that TT and Sam are not married. And I said, if y'all say so, after they on that dang on beach and said, I'm going to do 10 to 15 years, so we can't really plan a life together. We have a wedding to plan, and we can't do that because of because of this court stuff. And it made me feel like he was never really going to be going to jail. Yes, it was some kind of situation of him getting beat up or whatever, and that and this. But I'm like, because we couldn't really find no record, no police record and all that stuff, I feel like it was some BS that they was putting on or whatever. Because again, now they, it's allegedly married. But this is my thing. They put out some photos of them in her in a wedding dress. Okay. So I don't know. All I do know is him being all sad right here, but now he all happy, looking weird in the face. It's like, did he have a facelift? I don't know. You get on my nerve, but we're gonna leave that be. But I don't like Sam either together. Never have, never will, never could, never will want to again. Something about that man to me is evil, and she has to grow up and deal with that man, and that's on her. Okay. But it's like they get on my nerves. I wanted to. The conversation was a waste of time because it was like whatever. I'm sick of them. I'm sick of them too. We already seen that. Sam is definitely a get over. Right. Master manipulator is what it is. I saw they got married. Egypt married her dad. The same crap. Well, yeah, because Treasure was a crazy person back then in the day. Okay, what is Sam wearing is horrible. I don't know. I think he thought he was a that was a fisherman outfit. They look crazy as a unit. They look crazy. They look crazy as a unit. They do. But Egypt is following her mama footsteps. Do you think she's pregnant? I don't know. I don't know. Love during lockup will be later on today. I haven't watched the episode, but I will be laughing at the next live after this will be Married at First Sight. Because I have to do that one. Please don't, honey. I hope she's not pregnant. They look a mess in the ghetto down the Pepsi wig. It's just it may have been a backyard wedding, but I don't mind backyard weddings. Right? It's a zebra. It's a zebra, fisherman suit. And you think he look good. That's the crazy part about it. But girls, crazy people do crazy things, okay? So the last part of it was a stupid old bachelorette situation. So everybody meeting up and everybody is assuming, oh, we're all meeting up for JoJo's birthday. And I just lost the picture. Meeting up for JoJo's birthday. So we see Boogie, we see Cree, we see Aaliyah, who was Eric's wife. TT is there, little ODB, little older bastard. They just keep popping them on the show. And I'm like, for what? For why? For who? Eric and then Sean. But it was weird because when TT and Sean walked up, I felt like, and it could have been editing, but when they were showing Cree's face, looking at them, I'm like, Cree is like, I do not like her. Okay, Cree was looking up and down, honey. And I'm like, what is going on here? But when JoJo then pulls up and say, okay, we need some things to happen or whatever, TT, you take this blindfold. Sean, you take this blindfold, and Sean coming with us. TT, you going with Creed? She's like Creed. She's like, wait, what do you mean? And TT was like, why would I be going with Creed? Like, what's going on? Like Creed? Did you plan this, Creed? Did you plan this? Because if Creed planned this, I'm nervous. But again, I'm like, she don't rock with Creed. So I was like, it was dumb. It was dumb for them to involve Cree to the point of where Cree would be the one handling things. That should have been Vanessa. Cree should have been the one at the hotel getting things together for the party. Okay, I was like, why would y'all have Cree be the one to take TT anywhere and they're at odds? Again, to me, that was some producer foolishness that they still wanted us to see. And I was like, it was just stupid. Okay, it was whole scene was stupid. Okay. But TT and Cree then say, what, before we go anywhere, because they took Sean and Sean said he knew what it was. Okay. It's a bachelorette party. I know, because why else would they have us here and have them coming to get me and then she going with the so he said he knew what it was. Oh, why I say one again? We're gonna leave it be. Hopefully they're still playing. And so we see them two have a conversation, which I felt like, because Cree was saying earlier that she wanted to have a little, conversation with TT. So we assumed she was gonna try to like apologize a little bit for how she came to her before in New York. But no, Cree is still like, I don't have an issue with you. You know what I'm saying? I wish you and Sean the best and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? I wish you and your family can work things out or whatever. And TT was like, yeah, but none of that has like anything to do with you. And so that is my aggravation with Cree, that Cree keeps, in my opinion, and kind of inserting herself as if TT feel like Cree feel like she should have anything to do with what's going on. And she should. It's the stupidest thing to me. And I'm like, why are y'all playing in our face? It doesn't make any sense to me. And I just don't get why Cree keeps focusing on that one part. Okay, but then she moved on from that, also bringing up how, she felt like TT and people were coming for her business based on TT saying that, Cree would not be the one planning her wedding. And this is my thing with that. When Vanessa told TT, oh, Egypt told Savannah something, Savannah then told Cree, Cree then told me. And TT felt like if me and Cree had a conversation about her possibly planning my wedding, and if she heard some information from somebody else about my husband, my fiance, or whatever the stuff was, cheating or whatever, and the fact that she told somebody else and did not tell me, she can't plan my wedding. I didn't think she said anything. There was no malice in what TT said. I think that was the TT talking, saying she can't plan my wedding, and I didn't think it was an issue. I really did not think it was an issue. But to me, Cree is holding on to that one statement as if that one statement said anything negative about her business. And to me, it didn't. And so that aggravates me that Cree keeps saying, well, my business was, y'all came for my, I'm like, no one came for your business. She just said because of that situation, she didn't want you to plan her wedding. I didn't think there was anything wrong with that. To me. TT has every right to feel like I don't think I want her to plan my wedding because I just don't like how she told somebody else something and she didn't come tell me. Okay, so I don't see an issue with that. So that part is weird for me. And even when TT said, look, she said to TT, you could have said things straight when my business was being attacked. That's not TT job. And as TT said, we never even got to a point of me hiring you to plan my wedding. We just talked about you could possibly be a one to plan my wedding. And even though we know TT can be extra, even though we know TT can do whatever, I still feel like she isn't wrong in what she's saying about, I did not attack your business. I was not the one saying anything. That was people on Twitter. And so, that's not my fault because I did not bash your business, okay? And I'm on TT's side with that, in my opinion. People are going to talk on Twitter because this is a reality show. So even if TT did not say Cree can't, if TT had not said Cree can't plan my wedding, people still would have felt some kind of way about Cree in one way or the other. But I'm like trying to blame TT for people on Twitter coming for your business. To me, it's crazy. And I'm like, you and TT don't even really need to have an issue, technically. But y'all do. I'm like, it's kind of crazy to me. I don't know how to feel about Cree anymore after she was on the live with the ladies that seemed like she completely changed. I don't like it. And it's the crazy part. I still have not watched that. I need to. I forgot why. Because I was taking a nap that day, because I was still healing or whatever. But I have to watch it to see. Because the reason, this is the thing. I had not watched the episodes when the ladies was interviewing Cree. That's why I wasn't on the interview. Plus I was, still a little bit sick. And so I didn't watch the interview because that day I was laying down getting ready for our actual live. And it was the first time I was coming back. But I do need to watch it now that I am caught up with all the episodes, so now I can watch it and know what she's talking about. By the time I watch everything. Cree really lacks accountability and it's annoying. It is. That party was whack. Cree, this how you plan parties is nice. It's a no for me. TT and Sean look forced together. She's very bossy with her fiance. I agree with that. Cree and Brianna are non-fighters on the show. Yeah, I feel like Brianna's just there to narrate most of the time. It doesn't be much with her. But Cree then tells the producers that she does not want to go to the bachelorette party. She does not want to do that. She was in her feelings. That's what it was. I'm like, girl. And again, Cree, because Cree's a cool person. You know what I'm saying? In real life or whatever. But on the show, it's things she's doing looking like, what are you doing, Cree? What is going on here? Why are you doing that? Okay. But at the bachelorette party, the fact that there were strippers at the bachelor party and Sean literally was in the bathroom with his eyes closed, hiding to not look at I was like, what in the world? What? It was the fact that he was so against the strippers. He was so like, no, not the strippers. No, we can't have that. No. Why is he calling me? I got my phone in the other room. Like, no, what's going on? And he's hiding. And I'm like, why are you hiding from strippers at a bachelor party that you didn't plan? Okay, it's not as if TT can say, oh, he had ladies here, and that's crazy. He didn't plan this. Okay, I was like, what is going on? The whole thing was weird because Cree wasn't wrong. The whole thing was weird because Cree wasn't wrong either. She and TT weren't friends like that, so she told Vanessa, who actually was like their friend. Right, that's the thing. I don't get why Cree is upset because it wasn't a big deal. Okay. I don't like Cree. I don't like something about her. Cree is cool. Cree is cool. It's just the show is it's stuff in the show. Why would Cree come to tell her anything, especially about something like that when they just met? Well, because this is my thing. TT, not that Cree had to go tell her anything. The thing is, TT, the issue was because she told someone else and either just did not tell me or didn't mention it at all was TT's issue. That's my thing. But again, I don't care. So again, Sean is weird. Okay, the bachelor writer was weird. Even they had male strippers for TT. Those were those were the worst male strippers I have ever seen in my life. Okay, I was like, no, I would have been mad to me, if those were my strippers. But again, it is what it is. That gave me slept with a stripper in the past and got caught up type C. It was something. Sean acted so strange, Sean is strange. TT married is a no for me. No, it is. You look dumb. That's the rest. We know how reality shows work. Producers were trying to set Sean up so they could have something to talk about him being too friendly. Respect Sean's decision for not wanting to be around strippers. This is the thing. It's not even that he did not want to be around strippers. It was the way he was acting about it. That was like, let me go in a bathroom and close my eyes. It was weird. That part to me was weird. I think anyone who is not okay with strippers is fine. It's not. It was how he was acting. I was like, why? He was acting weird, like he was in trouble. And I'm like, how you in trouble? You ain't playing this. So that was the weird part to me. And I was like, it was just the birthday party pissed me off. Like, what was the point? It was and I feel like, but that's what happens when someone who you don't know plans a party for you. Because supposedly Cree and Vanessa planned this, Cree, because I don't know, Cree and Cree or Vanessa, and TT didn't even look like she was having fun. And I'm like, first of all, you had Vanessa, TT, Aaliyah, and Brianna. So the party was lame from the beginning. Okay, let's just say, let's get that out of the way. It was lame. So, and even the guys who it all just seemed, it was a mess. It was a mess. It was boring. That was the worst party I've ever seen. And not just because Sean was in the bathroom with his eyes closed, but because everything seems weird. Everything seemed like it wasn't supposed to be. Everything seemed like, no, this wasn't it. And I'm like, I think it's because it just didn't make any sense. And I'm not going to say, because even if the stripper was like, well, he was acting weird. He's a white boy. I'm like, that was funny. But it was the fact that Sean was acting weird. And then when TT came down to there and seeing that Sean was like not okay with the strippers or whatever, I'm happy he was not okay with it. Sean lives to make me happy, which is cool. But it just felt Sean, the way he acted to me was like, what is going on here? What happened? I don't know. But I was like, girl, I guess so. Cree purposely got those whack strippers for TT and those P-Valley big booty booties for Sean. That I agree with. Because it was too complete. Like the female strippers, I was like, oh, they look great. Those are two great strippers, for a bachelor party. Okay, listen. Where's the picture? Did I delete it or I made it? I thought, oh, I deleted it. Oh no, I didn't. You know, shapely women or whatever, and the men who were, I'm like, the men were like, they were whack. I was like, what is this? What is going on here? I have no idea. I didn't like it at all. I didn't like it at all. I thought it was funny that they had white strippers. Do she only like white guys? Because none of them do. They were not interested. It was no. It was like, let's dance for her. Don't dance for us. We don't want to do that. They couldn't have no Bolo. Well, yeah, Bolo would have been a whole thing. Okay, that man, I was looking on his head. He wanted to watch the strippers. It was just weird. Sean wasn't. Yeah, Sean was. I feel like Sean wasn't feeling the situation. I feel like Sean was like, it's a bachelorette party. What's gonna happen? Okay. It's I thought the same thing. I'm like, trying to be funny with the white guys. It was weird to me. But Sean and TT and I believe like, oh, thank y'all for the party. It was a cringe worthy event on both ends. And then they left and they're like, this was a waste of time. Yes, it was. But I feel like had they not tried to, I don't know what they were trying to do. It was just weird. I was confused. And so was teaching, so was Sean, and so was Vanessa. But again, we shall see what happens on the next episode. I have been on here for way too long for this show, okay? But I hope y'all enjoyed. I will be live again at probably around 1:30 to do, well, not like one between now and like 1:30. I'm gonna prepare to put up Married at First Sight. But I also have my cleaning person coming today, so I want to see what time she's gonna get here and stuff and whatnot, see what it is. But yeah, between now and 1:30, I'm gonna be live again for Married at First Sight, and then later on I'll be live for each show I'm doing. So I'm doing Ladies Who Lives live today. I'm doing Love During Lockup today, and also Ready to Love. So again, you have to be subscribed to my channel. Okay, follow me on Instagram because when I'm about to be live, I'm gonna post on my IG. Okay, hey, I'll be live in this at this time or whatever. So if you want to see me live all day, just be around here. Okay, it's Saturday. I'm chilling, trying to get some videos and some content out. Okay, but yeah, I will see y'all for Married at First Sight to just discuss them fools around there. Okay, but not these fools around here. Okay, thank y'all for being here. I hope y'all enjoyed and had a good time because I be trying to entertain and whatnot. But other than that, y'all gotta go. Love you all. Peace.